Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Trump coin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. And of course, the more time and data that we have for this chart, the more scenarios that we get. And for this video, of course, I dived a little bit more deeper in Trump coin between bullish and bearish scenario to seek a little bit after the scenarios that it might happen for bullish and bearish, of course, both case scenarios. So as you can see, we have a deleted data from this chart. I don't want to enter in the debates why, but our count's still there. It is 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. This is your bullish scenario where you are looking after a wave 4 here. In our previous analysis, we said this blue zone here has to be reached and used as a support. As you can see, we start to see some green once we have hit the $25, which it was my target as well in the previous video for bullish scenario, hitting of course this technical support and plus finishing a structure wave here in several possibilities. Where we have possibly an A, B, and a C finished, as 3 waves toward the downside and looking for higher prices for a wave 5, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and reaching the all-time high. This is your bullish scenario. Your bearish scenarios, that is a little bit different bearish scenario. So this can be written as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as a contracting diagonal. And that meaning it can be, of course, a leading diagonal toward the downside, meaning it can be a wave 1. So this is a big scenario, of course, for bearish, right? It's a big one. And it might lead, of course, even to lower than expected, where you have seen on some platforms that you have started with this price at $6. These scenarios can bring you even lower than this, same as many coins that it enters the market. Sometimes if you look at the chart, you will see this sometimes, so even if it has started with higher price, and that because sometimes they delete the data and it creates some confusions. That's why I just kept this data, and I want to keep it as just information and see what's gonna happen. So in this scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, your target is 1.618 taken from this one. And considering that your wave 2 is gonna hit the minimum requirement target at $40 or $39, and that is when your wave 2 is, as you can see here, a triangle, probably starting with a triangle maybe, or having an A, B, and a C, of course, for 0.38. Or it can be A, B, C, D, E, meaning, of course, a W here, W, and then X and a Y, of course, as an expanding flat. So this is also very, very possible. To have, of course, a wave 2, 0.38, and then moving towards the downside for a wave 3. Now, another bearish scenario can be a zigzag, a very fast zigzag, where you have, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably, or sorry, here it can be A, B, C, right, where you have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave C. After 3 waves down and 3 waves up, and of course, an impulse towards the downside, finishing a wave A, and your wave B is a triangle here, finishing with a wave B, and without getting any other high and moving directly toward the downside. For a wave zigzag in a wave B, of course, after wave B here, getting the $9 as 1-to-1 fib level. So these are the scenarios for now on the Trump coin. So to recap, as bullish, we are still in double 1-2s, right? From the previous data, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 for higher prices. We want to take the all-time high, probably, of course, target $240. Your bearish scenario are 2 main bearish scenario. The first one is a zigzag, finished zigzag with a wave A here, and finished wave B in a triangle, and then moving with the wave C, of course, 1-to-1 fib level at $9. Or you have a finished contracting diagonal, leading diagonal toward the downside as a wave 1, and then your wave 2 has to reach at least the 0.38 fib level In case you have a triangle here as W, you might have an X for an expanding flat kind of, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, as hitting the wave 2 for the 0.38 and trapping us that this might be an impulse. Be careful from it. If we take the low here, it might be an expanding flat, and then of course moving for a wave 3 after it toward the downside. So yeah, we're gonna watch this. So preferably in bullish scenario to move directly toward the upside. Very, very simple. In bullish scenario, you have finished correction. Yeah, exactly in this blue zone as I mentioned, and you want to move for higher. Now let's see what are the possibility for this bullish scenario. Let me just move in a little bit inside it. So the possibilities now for a higher or bullish scenario is of course a leading diagonal, probably because if we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, it has interfered with your wave 1 invalidation. Therefore, of course, here a zigzag. It's a zigzag. Wave 1, in case this is a wave 1, then the only possible scenario is, of course, a contracting diagonal 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 3, perfect fib level between $31.800, $31.100. To finish, of course, a wave 3 in contracting diagonal 4 and a 5. Now, what does that mean? Is that your bullish scenario? Yes, it's only your wave 1, because always when you have a leading diagonal, meaning it's the leading diagonal for a bullish scenario, for an impulse toward the upside. So you only see leading diagonal only in impulses wave 1, yeah, or in ending diagonals, of course, when you would finish a wave 5. So therefore, if we form here a contracting diagonal, that would be a signal that we are bullish, and we are looking for our all-time high, of course, and even higher for $240 for Trump coin. That was it for Trump coin. A little bit deep analysis, but very informative. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.